Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, all, but why students are still very less? They don't know have any information regarding the class. Let me wait for 2-3 minutes more. I'll start the class. Meanwhile, you people revise the previous things. Just text to the sir that keep the link, no? Every time he is the one who is late all in keeping the link. Teacher is joining the class on time. But students also are having the portal link, right? If the class in charge is also not sending, then it's okay. Then I mean, portal is so there, no? Students are slowly joining. Okay. Shall I start the class now? I hope every student have attended it. Meanwhile, the server, if the portal is not working, you can join with the previous link also. This can one option for you people, because the link will remain same every time. Yeah, link, I guess it is same. So try to join with that. Okay. Now let's continue with the previous question. Let me share the screen now. Just a minute, Aksha, I'm joining with a co-host. Recording. Now, mole concept I gave you for the POC question. In that particular POC question, I gave you some data related to P406 and P410. Nagesh sir, send the link on the time, please. Now, this was the question: in what molar ratio the P4 and the O2 should be taken into the reaction vessel to form P4O6 and P4O10 in 2:3, and phosphorus plus oxygen is giving you P4O6 and P4O10. How you will apply the POAC on this particular question? You need to apply the POAC on the two particular elements. First, let me apply on the phosphorus. Applying POAC on phosphorus, what it will be? 4 into number of moles of phosphorus, isn't it? Oxygen mein there is no, plus 0 will give you product mein 4 into number of moles of P4O6 plus 4 into number of moles of P4O10. Let's say applying 4 into number of moles of phosphorus, we have to calculate. Number of moles of P4O6 is how much? 2 plus 4 into P4O10 get 3. So 4 to the 8 plus 12, 20. So number of moles of phosphorus is coming out to be what? 5, isn't it? We got the 50% of the question. Now what you have to do is applying the POAC on oxygen. If you are applying the POAC on oxygen, what you will get, students, look at this particular equation. Phosphorus mein there is no oxygen. 2 into number of moles of oxygen is equal to 6 into number of moles of P4O6 plus, in this 10 oxygens are there, 2 into P4O10. What does it mean? 2 into number of moles of oxygen is equal to 6 into 2 plus 10 into 3. How much it is? 6 to the 12 plus 30. कितना आ रहा है? 42. So number of moles of oxygen is coming out to be 21. So ratio will be what? 5:21. How many of you are getting the same answer? Raise your hand, please. How many of you are getting the same answer? Please raise your hand. I hope you tried it with the same method. Okay, lower your hands. If those students who are not getting the answer, now it must be understood. Can you show the previous page? Yeah, previous page is to this question only. I hope the question you have noted it down. Noted down the solution. Question is from the previous class, isn't it? Write it down, please. The solution of this question. Please note it down the solution of this question if anybody is having the problem in solving the question. Once I'm showing the question also, why you even noted down the question yet? Written everybody? Written everybody this particular solution of this question. Any doubt till here? Shall I proceed further? Isn't it? Okay. Will you do the POAC questions in the future? Yes or no? Chalo, the next question, please write it down. Find out the moles of CO2 formed from combustion of 60 moles of butane. Do it by yourself. 60 moles of butane, say how many moles of the CO2 you will produce. Write the reaction by yourself. Apply the POAC. Everything you have to do it by yourself. What is butane? What are the combustion products? You have to predict each and everything by yourself. Make sure that you remember what is there. Vikas Reddy, right answer. This much quick you should give me the answer. This is the only time you should take for this particular question, because this question is not a very big question. And this much time only they will give you in the exams. You have to save the time also in the exam, not like that you will solve always the question. Yes, 240 is the answer. Who all are giving me the 240? Then, ma'am, if we balance the equation, will the process work? Yes, you can balance it. No, I mean, the POAC, no. No. POAC, you don't need to balance. Then if you are doing the balancing, then it will be limiting reagent concept. What is butane? What is butane? I know that many students even don't know what is butane. Arey, this much so you know at least. C4H12. Surya, how can it be C4H12? I was sure that one student for sure will do the mistake in this, isn't it? Plus O2 will give you CO2 plus water. At which element should I apply the POAC? On which element should I apply the POAC? किस पे करूं? Carbon पे. Very good. So apply POAC on carbon. So it will be 4 into moles of C4H10. Okay, is give you what? 1 into moles of CO2. 4 into moles of butane, 60 into moles of CO2. 240 is the answer. 240 moles. Isn't it? Yes or no? Understood? Still any doubt in the POAC? Please let me know in the chat box, or you can raise the hand. I will teach you till 5 and or even 4:45. Then I will take your doubts from the mole concept sheet. Yes, Harshit Reddy, tell me what is the doubt?
Ma'am.
Bolo, yes.
Ma'am, why we are applying on carbon, ma'am?
Why you are applying on the carbon? Because I want the CO2 now. So if I'll apply on hydrogen, then will it be work for me? No, na? Because C4H10 also contain carbon, CO2 also contain carbon, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why. Okay.
Okay.
Have you noted this particular question? Shall I proceed further? Yes, Prasanna.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I didn't understand, like, how did you get 4 into, like, why did you take 4 into C4H10?
Actually, Prasanna, I am applying if POAC on carbon. So here there are 4 carbon into moles of, okay, na?
Oh, yes,
and 1 carbon into N into CO2, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Siddharth, what is the doubt?
Ma'am, mass of C4H10 is 58, no, ma'am?
Moles already given in the question.
Okay.
Number of moles. Number of moles you have to take now. Every time I am taking number of moles only.
Okay.
See,
Yes, ma'am.
everywhere,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Chalo. Let me proceed further. And after POAC, we are having various concentration terms. Write it down. Various concentration terms. What are the various concentration terms? See here, before jumping into this topic, let's understand the logic. Let's understand the basic. Let's say we are having a solution, right? Okay. In a solution, let's say in solution, we are having solute plus solvent, isn't it? In a solute, which is present in, you can say solution is what? Homogeneous mixture of two or more compounds, two or more components also you can say, and solute which is present in minor amount and solvent which is present in major amount. Let's say you are making a sugar solution. Sugar you are putting in the water. Sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. So sugar is present in less amount and solvent is present in the water is present in the large amount. Let's say if somebody is saying a solution of X in Y. So what you will say? X is the solute here and Y is the solvent here, isn't it? If I am saying that it is not always that there will be always water will be the solvent. Let's say I am saying a solution of water in ethanol. Then who is the solute? Who is the solvent? Tell me. Solute kya hoga? What will be the solute in this? What will be the solute in this? Water. Yes. Solute will be the water and solvent will be what? Ethanol. Yes, absolutely right. Isn't it? Yes or no? Clear? If it is clear, please write it down. Please write it down, this particular concept. Sai Srikar, are you listening to the class? Raise your hand if you are listening to the class. Srikar. Sai Srikar. Okay, please go ahead. Tarun, I am saying what? If there is a problem in your net connection, you can watch the recording. But what I am saying, just a basic thing which you have studied it in your 10th class also. What is solution? Solute plus solvent. If I am saying sugar in water, sugar is solute, so water is solvent. But always water will not be the solvent. Let's say I'm saying solution of water in ethanol. Solute will be water in this case and solvent will be ethanol, isn't it? This what I am saying. If this type of problem arises, sometimes it can happen with me also. Then better to prefer, if whole class may network will be not there or something like that, make sure that you are watching the recording also. After this, now I am introducing the concentration term. Sai Teja, last page, Take the screenshot bit fast. When I told you that whether you have written or not, then why you didn't tell that time? Because some students told this thing already to me on the WhatsApp that, ma'am, we are actually disturbed when you say it, but you have done very fast. Anyways, concentration terms may, the first concentration term which I am introducing, let's say percentage weight by weight, or we call it percentage by mass. Actually, concentration term is what? Concentration term is actually, let's say I have a cup of tea. I am putting sugar into it. Let's say another cup of tea I am putting sugar into it. Concentration term is that particular word which will give you, let's say it is having more sugar and it is having less sugar. Means concentration of sugar is here more and here it is less. So through concentration we can say, let's say in the lab, when chemistry lab you will go HCl. HCl will take 1 molar. Molarity is there. There is a concentration named as molarity. 2 molar available, 3 molar available, means how much concentrated it is. Okay. You can say how much the sweeter the sugar is, it means it is having more concentration. So first concentration is percentage weight by weight. You can say it percentage weight by weight. You can say it percentage by mass, or you can say it percentage by weight. What does it mean? Mass of the solute divided by mass of solution into 100. This will be the percentage weight by weight. And this is a temperature independent quantity. It will not depend on the temperature, whether you are changing the temperature or whatever you are doing, but it will not. Let's say I am giving you an example. I am saying 20% weight by weight aqueous NaOH solution. Okay. So what does it mean? How you will read this particular statement? The meaning of it will be 20 gram of NaOH. Aqueous is there, means water is the solvent. 20 gram of NaOH is present in 100 gram of solution. So tell me what will be the weight of the solvent then? If 20 gram is the solute and solvent will be what? 80 gram, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. Similarly, there is another concentration term, percentage weight by volume. Initially it was percentage weight by weight. Now it is weight by volume. It is mass of solute by volume of solution. Volume of solution. Volume of specifically we are taken in ml into 100. And mass of solute we are taken in gram. Here also it is in gram. Okay. And this is a temperature dependent term. Whenever you will divide the denominator by volume, that particular quantity will always be temperature dependent. Why? Because volume is the particular thing which will depend on the temperature. Mass will remain mass. Mass to same hi rahega. Some mass will not change in presence of temperature. It is the volume that is changing. Because in general, when we will increase the temperature, volume is increased, na? If we will increase the temperature, volume is increased. So percentage weight by volume will decrease, isn't it? Now write it down. Done or still writing? Done everybody, shall I proceed further? Percentage weight by weight you have written now. One first term you have written. Let's say I am saying percentage weight by volume. 8% weight by volume of acetic acid. How I will read this? It means 8 gram of acetic acid in 100 ml of solution. 8 gram of acetic acid in 100 ml of solution. What does it mean? You will say a doubt can arises to you, ma'am, how you will calculate amount of solvent. Amount of solvent, if volume is given and I want to calculate amount, weight, how you will solve it? Then we at that time we need density now, because density is mass by volume. Density is a factor which relate mass and volume both, isn't it? You can write it down a note here. Volume is so there. In this case, amount of solvent. If somebody asks you, I'm not saying every time they will ask amount of solvent. Just I'm telling you that if they ask in any scenario, can be calculated if density of solution is known. Agar if density of solution is known to us, we can easily calculate the amount, isn't it? Understood? Yes or no? Shall I proceed? If you just write it down this, then I'll proceed further. Done everybody? Is there anybody who is still writing? Then I'll raise your hand. Bhargav, are you listening to the class? 21709. If you are listening, raise your hand, please. Bhargav. Good. You can lower. Vishin Reddy. 22088. Are you listening to the red? Not Reddy near Raj actually. Vishin Raj. MD 22088. Vishin Raj. Anyways, if it is, this is the particular percentage by weight, right? And after this, we studied about the percentage weight by volume. Now, the next concentration term which we are having, I am actually starting with, there is also volume by volume. Okay, the volume by volume, we do not need that much in the mole concept chapter, where we need it in the 12th class solution chapter, where we will study it. The next concentration term is molarity. Molarity, M-O-L-A-R-I-T, Y, represented by capital M. It is what? It is again, first thing, it is in a concentration term. How it is defined? It is defined as number of moles of the solute dissolved you can write it down, number of moles of the solute. कैसे लिखोगे इसकी definition? Simply in an amount of solvents, in an amount of solvent, or you can write, not rather than in an amount of solvent, you can write, chalo theek hai, in an amount of solvent. Basically we will take the solvent is in the volume, I mean volume of the solution, means you have to remember actually molarity is number of moles of solute in an amount of solution. Likho here, in an amount of solution, number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in a liter. If this molarity may volume of solution you are taking in ml, then you have to multiply with 1000 in the numerator. And molarity is a temperature dependent term. Temperature dependent because volume we are taking. I'm not giving the numerical of, I will give collectively all the numericals of the all concentration terms. First, you people write it down. Molarity is defined as a number of the moles of the solute that is dissolved in particularly amount of solution, and that particular amount of the solution is basically, or you just change your, I mean, I'm not finding it a very good definition. Just change your definition, amount of the solute dissolved per liter of solution will be most better. I just want to give you perfect definition. Better to write per liter of solution. If the solution, that's what Monish is asking, if solution is in gram. I mean, that's what I got this particular doubt, that students are having doubt when I will write the amount. That's why I changed the term. I am saying per liter, so that doubt will not create it to you. That's why I changed it. Aditya, yes, tell me.
Ma'am, temperature dependent means one.
See here, temperature dependent means volume of the solution is included in this, isn't it?
Ma'am,
Volume of the solution is included in it, isn't it?
yes,
Volume
ma'am.
of solution is there, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So, acha, you know that if I will increase the temperature, volume will increase.
Yes, ma'am.
If volume will increase or decrease, molarity obviously will change, na?
Okay, okay.
Because it is inversely proportional, isn't it?
Okay. Okay.
So then it will be what? Temperature dependent. Understood?
Okay. Okay.
He's saying okay, 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 but understood or not?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Chalo, write it down. Nobody will represent the molarity in terms of whole molarity. Everyone will write capital M. Capital M you have to remember in your mind. The units of the molarity is unit. It is mole per liter or molar. This is the unit. Molar. Shall I proceed further and give you the next concentration term? Shall I proceed further and give you the next concentration term? If you have written it. Sure. The next concentration term which we are having molality. M-O-L-A-L-I-T-Y. Molality, which is represented by small m. And what is molality? It is number of moles of the solute by mass of solvent in kg. But if you are taken in a gram, then it will be multiplied by the 1000, and it is a temperature independent term. And here, if you are taking this molality in grams, so you have to multiply with the 1000. Mass of the solvent. Please remember where you are taking solute, where you are taking solvent. These all things you have to remember. And the unit of the molality is mole per kg. Mole per kg. Array 1 kg is 1000 grams. So in denominator, Roshan, what I will say to you, now I'll be angry at you if you are doing this mistake. Multiply or divide. Divide na, so it 1000 will go above na, isn't it? Understood or not? Have you understood? Shall I proceed further and give you the other things? The next concentration term which you are having, before that you write it down one note. Note. Note is what? You please tell me, I mean, apply your mind. If I want to convert a W by W term to into a, or you can say into a W by V term, what we need? We need what? Can somebody tell me? We need what? As though I have already told you. We need what if I want to convert W by density? Absolutely right. We need density of solution. We need density of the solution. W by W term, we to W by, because weight to volume, there is only one relation we are having, that is density only. And density can, you can say the density is acting as a bridge between the two. Please write it down, then give you the next concentration term. Siddhik, any doubt? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in molarity and molality, instead of number of moles, if they give any weight, we can find
Moles
given weight
first.
by,
Molecular weight. Yes, yes, yes.
we can use that
You
one.
have, yeah. A moles formula will not change, na? Chemistry will not change, right?
Yes,
Isn't
ma'am.
it? Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, obviously what the Sidvik is asking, Sidvik is saying that, ma'am, if they are not giving directly the moles, obviously they will give weight only. Nobody will give you the moles. They will give you the weight only, and you have to first calculate the moles, and then you have to go to the, molarity term. Okay. Now, after this, another note I want to give you. Shall I proceed now? Everybody have written now, isn't it? Is there anybody who is still writing? Is there anybody who is still writing? Can raise the hand. Chalo, everybody, another note. Sometimes they ask you to calculate the number of millimoles, which you calculate from the molarity formula. Millimoles means what? Moles, then millimoles, isn't it? Millimoles. See here, molarity is what? Molarity is moles of the solute by volume of solution in a liter. But if I am taking solution in ml, simply, so I will give it, these will be my millimoles actually. Directly, because not multiplying with the 1000, directly writing millimoles. So number of millimoles will be what? Molarity into volume, isn't it? But that volume should be in ml. Yes or no? This is the formula you can write. I am saying that millimoles are nothing. Just when you will represent the volume in ml, the moles, whatever the moles will be there, it will be millimoles. No need to multiply even with the 1000. Even if you are multiplying with the 1000, it means you are writing moles. But if you are not writing 1000, then you are saying millimoles. Yes or no? So number of millimoles is molarity into volume, which is in ml. Yes or no? Shall I proceed further? The next concentration which we are having is the mole fraction. Mole fraction. Mole fraction is what? It is basically the ratio of number of moles of the solute or the solvent present in solution and the total number of moles present in the solution. How I will, nothing to do with the definition. Nothing to do with the definition. I will give you the formula that you have to apply. And first write it down. Mole fraction is represented by chi. I will write it down. Wait for a minute. First write it down, this particular definition. Just write it down bit fast. I have to discuss the sheet also. It is represented by chi, curly x. Electronegativity is also represented by same symbol when you will study in the periodic table, and mole fraction also, chi. What is the meaning of this particular thing? What is this? It is basically, let's say, or you can even directly write it down. It is equal to the number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles in solution. What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's say you are having, just understand once, example, let's say you are having two components present, number of moles of solute by solution. Ma'am, or solvent, what, Manish? Solvent is, no, we are not taking the solvent, bache. We're taking only with respect to solution and solute. Two components are there. Let's say it is having Na moles and it is having Nv moles. So mole fraction of A will be equal to number of moles of A divided by total moles. Mole fraction of B will be moles of B divided by total moles. This is mole fraction formula. But always remember that mole fraction ka sum or will always be equal to 1. Even if somebody is not giving you the answer in mole fraction, you can directly even check your answer by yourself if it is coming out to be 1 or not. Again, a temperature independent term. Don't worry, I'll give you the numerical on each of these, but not today. We'll give you next week. Today I have to discuss the sheet also. First write it down this, then I'll proceed and we'll give you the last concentration term. Write it down. Written. Shall I proceed further? Is there anybody who is still writing? Raise your hand. Is there anybody who is still writing? Raise your hand. Yeah, Sai Teja and Sudhvik. Please write it down bit fast. 21626. Sai Sushant. Are you listening to the class? Raise your hand if you are listening to the class. Sushant. Chetan. Raising hand, what happened? Doubt? Sushant, who I was saying. Why Sushant is not raising the hand? Shritan, raise your hand if you are listening to the class. Okay, good. Then the next concentration term is parts per million. Parts per million is used when our solute is present in very, very less amount than this concentration term. You can write when the solute is present in very less. Then this concentration term is used. ppm, let's say there are two components. Let's say a component is there. How I have to that? Let's say a component is there and I want to calculate the parts per million concentration of that. Then mass of that particular component A divided by the total mass, whatever is present, into 10 raised to power 6. Million में 10 raised to power 6 होता है ना, तो we are multiplying it with 10 raised to power 6. So what is the definition become? Number of parts of solute, or you can say mass of the solute also, you can direct, not the moles, mass. Number of parts of the solute present in every 1 million part of solution. Every 1 million part of the solution is become the definition of ppm, parts per million. This is about the definitions of the concentration and term and all these things. Now you please open your sheet. We'll discuss the sheet now for next 1 hour. I'll discuss the sheet and take your doubts from the mole concept. In the next week, I'll give you the questions related to, I haven't given the question yet. I just told you the concentration term, these many concentration term we have to study. Okay. We will do the question next week. We have to do this. We have to solve the sheet now. I hope I have given you the homework also. If you understand, how many of you understand the mole concept till now? Raise your hand. I mean, you are understanding it. Where is Siddharth? He was telling me that, ma'am, is it difficult or easy? Now it is okay. One student was saying to me, he is not present. I don't remember whether it was Siddharth or somebody else. Siddharth is not present in the class actually. Anyways, okay. Now open your sheets, please. I'll ask one by one. Don't give me random questions. Exercise 1, part 1, section A. Any doubt? Exercise 1, part 1, section A. Acha, I was thinking that I am, should I make a group on the Telegram so that you can put your doubts in that? I'll give you the link, you can join. Are you on Telegram? So better if you are having, right, let's say you solve one question, another student is having a doubt in that. So you people can solve the questions of each other also, isn't it? It will be better. No, Naveen sir group is different. Actually, Naveen sir group is for different purpose. But I am having, because last year also I created this particular group. Sometimes when I also get the time, I also cleared your doubts. Maybe some students are having problem because generally last year people do this. Suryate, check your syllabus once. I will create it. I have to check where is my Telegram? Yeah. Okay, I'll create it. We ourselves can also do the discussion. That's what. That's what, no. New group or new channel? It is JBR1, right? Discussion group. Public or private? Should I keep it public channel or private channel? Is there anybody who is having a knowledge of this particular thing? Private, okay. Okay. Just a minute, I'll give you the link for it. Yeah, I'm giving you the link. Can you please join it? Once join, then I'll see whether it is okay or not. Can anybody join? Gautam, but it is not showing it to me. Oh yeah. 5 people have joined. Yeah. Rahul, Sai, Srikar, Gautam, Rishi. Can you text WhatsApp group? No. This is a particularly unofficial group now. If somebody will see, they will say that ma'am is making unofficial group. I can send. What? We can text in channel. Yeah, you can text in the channel also. We can't. Is it? Is there any setting I have to change? Should I create group? Acha, okay. I am deleting it. How I will delete it then? There is no option of deleting it. Even 18 people have joined it. Set that group to public. You do. Just a minute. Now I guess you can create. Yeah, please once chat. I mean, just send any kind of message. Will you able to send that particular message in the group? Just see once. Still not. No, even though I have changed the particular setting, just a minute. Now you can this is the particular link. Now I guess you can. अरे देखो ना एक बार. Isn't it? We can't. I have changed the group to the public also. Still you are not. Create a group. Okay, I'm deleting this particular channel. Oh my God, what you people are doing. JBR1 MDP. Okay. Now I am sending to you. Now, I guess now you people. Now you people can do. Arey WhatsApp pe Lokesh, there is a problem on the WhatsApp actually. What is the problem? I have to save each and every number. Yeah, I got the message. I got the message from everyone. Yeah. Now please don't chat, please. No messages, no extra messages I will tolerate, to be very honest. I am getting the messages. Yes. Not coming? Arey, this is the group. You can give to your friends. I mean only JBR1 people. Only discuss about chemistry. If I will see that somebody is discussing any other thing, I will completely remove that particular. Only related doubts according to the chemistry only. Only doubts according to the chemistry. Rishikesh, it is showing that you are banned from this channel. How is it possible? Rishikesh, I don't have your number. How can someone is banned from this channel? Huh? I don't know, Rishikesh. I can send you the invite link. I mean, maybe some issue will be there. You join after the class. Meanwhile, please ask me the doubts. Exercise 1, part 1, section A, B. A and B, any doubt? A and B. B1, B2, B3. All question. B1, B2, B3 में, अरे B1 is so easy भाई. What happened? चलो, I am solving the B1. In a gaseous mixture, 2 mole of CO2, 1 mole of hydrogen and 2 mole of helium are present. Then you have to calculate the mole percentage of CO2. How much CO2 is there? Total 2. 2 CO2 is there and total is how much? 2 plus 1 plus 2. All, so it will be 2 by 5 into 100, 40%. Array, 6th class question, what you are asking? I mean, I guess you people are not applying the mind. CO2 pucha unhone, just tell, they are asking the percentage. Percentage, how you will calculate? Whatever the CO2 got, whatever the total, multiply 100. Isn't it? Yes or no? A2 students are also having doubt. A2 mein what they are saying, a gaseous mixture is having hydrogen and N2O. It contains 66% N2O. What is the average molecular mass of mixture? Average molecular mass of the mixture will be what? Average molecular mass of the mixture will be what? How you will calculate it? Is there anyone who would like to give me the strategy for this question? Raise your hand. Let me check once also who will give me the strategy for this question. You must have solved this now. Yes, Tarun, tell me.
We assume that total number of grams is 100 grams, ma'am. Then we calculate number of moles of CO2 in 100 grams. They give 66%, no, ma'am.
I am asking, you are telling me the A2 question now.
Yes, ma'am.
How you are saying? Tell me.
They give 66%, no, ma'am. We assume that the total grams are 100 grams.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
number of moles is equals to 66 by 44. Then we'll get 1.5. And
I
the number
got
of
it.
moles of
Yeah.
hyd-
Just stop it, Tarun. Yeah, I got it. How you solved it? Good. Very good. He's
Yes.
actually solving right. What you have to do is total weight of this particular compound is 100. Okay, total. So N2O will be 66. So hydrogen will be how much? Obviously 34. If 66 gram is N2O, hydrogen is 34 gram. Can't you calculate the moles? And you calculate the average. 66 divided by molecular weight of N2O is 16, 14, 14, 28, 16, 44. And hydrogen is how much? 34 by 2. You calculate the moles. If you get the moles, you will calculate the M average, isn't it? If you calculate the moles, can you get the M average? Yes or no? Isn't it? Now, Preetham is saying that, ma'am, when I click that link, it is showing that this site cannot be reached. You please once ask to your friend will better tell rather than asking to me. One student can copy this link and tell to the other also. It will be better. Okay. Yeah, total mass by total moles. Yes, Monish and Harshit Reddy, your doubt is cleared in the A2. Yes or no? Tell me a bit fast. Okay. Next students are having doubt in B2 question. Hemoglobin wala hoga B2 question, I guess. A compound has hemoglobin-like structure. It has one iron and it contains 4.6% of iron. If 4.6% of iron is there in that particular one, how you will calculate the what they are asking in the question, molecular mass? Isn't it? They are asking about the molecular mass. Isn't it? So let's say I am saying 4.6% means 4.6 gram in 100 gram, isn't it? So total weight is what? 100 gram? Yes or no? Are yes or no? Who is having a doubt in the B2? 4.6 gram means 100 gram. Yes or no? Roshan, he was having a doubt and he's not saying anything. Anyways, now what I am saying is they want us in the question, what they're wanting, they're saying that molecular mass you have to calculate. Molecular mass can be calculated. Can I say percentage of iron is equal to mass of iron per mass of iron divided by molecular mass into 100? If something I want to calculate, if you I want to calculate the percentage of something, I will do this now, total weight by whatever the weight of that one into 100, and iron ka weight is what? 56, and total is how much? You have to calculate into 100, and percentage of iron is 4.6. Calculate it from here, you will get the answer. Yes or no? Simple percentage formula. Preetham, someone is saying, Shrinayan is actually saying that if you will not download, if your Telegram is not there in your device, then it will show that particular thing. Okay. B3 is the doubt. B3 is again, I mean, easy question. Anyways, 25% carbon, 75%, sorry, 25% hydrogen, 75% carbon. Empirical formula. Arey, I can even tell you without even solving it. How? Arey, 25% something and 75% means one part and fourth part. CH4. Fourth part and first part, isn't it? Even not even doing to, I mean, maths is strong or not? Simply by mass also you can do. Acha, if you want to do it by mass, you can do. Calculate the what? Simplest whole number ratio. Simplest whole number ratio is also coming out to be 1/4. Yes or no? For carbon and hydrogen, the molecular formula will be 25 and 75. Yes or no? By mass, I know that it is given by mass. Yes. Very simple math, even not it is a question of chemistry. It is a question of maths where you are having a doubt. Other students, please tell me if there is a doubt in this particular question. You can tell me. Yeah, yes, I can. Yes, you are saying right. I can calculate it by the moles also. If you want, you can. Dekho, mass is what? 25. So moles it will be 25 by 1. It will be 25 moles. And carbon ke with respect mein what is the mass? 75. So moles will be what? 75 by 12, approximately 6.25. So hydrogen and carbon the ratio will be 25 is to 6.25. Again it will be 4:1. Yes, Aditya, what is the doubt? What is the doubt, Aditya? Am I audible? Yes, na? What about other students? Am I audible to you? No doubt, Are. Aditya is in the confusion actually. Should I ask or not? Anyways, next doubt, next question, please. Exercise 1, part 1, section C. Section C. C1. Ma'am, residue means whatever is left over in the reaction. Let's say carbon is forming or CH4 is forming CO. कैसा example है? Let's say you are saying CaCO3. It is forming calcium oxide and some other compound. Let's say this is the waste in the reaction. Residue means whatever is left in the particular reaction will be that, or you can say byproduct. Let's say you are having a container. Okay, you are putting sand into this water, sand plus water. Let's say some sand get dissolved in it. I know that sand will not dissolve, but let's say, assume it, that sand is dissolving in the water, but some sand is settling down. Then this will be called as residue, which is extra actually, which is residing in that particular container. Okay, understood. Part 1, C1 question. C1, calculate the residue obtained on strongly heating Ag2CO3. When we heat the Ag2CO3, we will get silver plus CO2 plus O2. Yes. If I will get silver, CO2 and water, CO2 is the gas, oxygen is a gas, so residue will be obviously silver because silver can be the solid one, isn't it? Just balance this reaction. When you balance this reaction, let me do it. Half O2, 2 Ag. Yes. How much it is given? 2.76 gram. Now you will be able to solve the Ag by stoichiometry. Yes or no? By stoichiometry, will you able to solve? Yes, Vikas. It was your doubt. Good. Next doubt in section C. Any doubt is remaining in section C? Then section D. Ma'am, how 2Ag is a residue? Because CO2 and half of O2 are gases. They will escape from the reaction. They उड़ जाएंगी वो. What is left then? Silver, na? That's why that is residue. Got it, Monish? Yes or no? Part 1, section 1, D2. D2, okay. D2 is the percentage yield for the following reaction is given. Percentage yield is given as 80%. Means 80% reaction is, we are getting the product as an 80%. And bromine plus Cl2 is forming 2 BrCl. Okay. How many BrCl moles will be formed after reaction with 0.025 and 0.025 of chlorine? Who is limiting reagent? No one? Yes or no, Tarun? No one is limiting reagent. It is an equimolar reaction. Because equal moles are there, so no one is limiting reagent, isn't it? Are yes or no? So you can calculate it from anyone. You can calculate it from anyone. Now, if you can calculate it from anyone, just a minute, they are saying that how many moles of BrCl is formed. Reaction yield is given as 80%. Okay, okay. Now, if the reaction yield also you have to keep in your mind. So can I say that BrCl formed will be 2 into 0.025 means 0.050? Yes or no? According to the stoichiometry. Because 1 mole is giving 2 mole, so 0.025 give 2 into 0.025. Yes or no, Tarun? Please tell me. Do you agree with me till here? Now, but the question is, but percentage yield is 80%. Means this is for 100%. For 80% it will be what? 80% of this one. Yes or no? 100% hai na ye to. This is for the 100%. But they in the question they are asking 80%. Now you understood? Yes or no? Understood or not? अरे yes or no भाई बताओ जल्दी. Next doubt, please. Exercise 1, part 2, section A. Exercise 1, part 2, section A. In D2B, I didn't get. Acha, let's solve the D2 ka B part also. How many bromine is left unreacted? Acha, how many bromine is left unreacted? How much you are getting for bromine left unreacted, you have to say, na? So can I say you have to calculate the unreacted one? Can I say from 2 moles I need 1 mole of bromine, isn't it? Yes or no? Are yes or no? Now simply you can say from here, simply from 2 moles of, it is just like that. You can compare this type also, that half of the moles of the bromine is left unreacted. Can I say from the stoichiometry? From the stoichiometry, can I say now can I say it means BRCL ka to 0.05, half it is approximately 0.02, isn't it? So total will be what? Total will be what? Should I solve it? Left unreacted बताना है ना हमने कितना रह गया? We have already calculated. Let me solve it. I mean, it's a kind of a creating a mess here. Chalo, I'm solving it again full. Just a minute. Here I am having bromine 2 plus Cl2 is giving 2 BRCl, right? How much moles I will get for this? 0.04, and it initially moles are 0.025, 0.025. Okay, so it means half of it means 0.02 moles will be there. So 0.025 minus 0.02, it is coming out to be 0.05 moles, which will be unreacted. Yes or no? अरे इसका हाफ नहीं है अगर मेरे को ब्रोमीन के केस में लेना है तो yes or no? Stoichiometry से you deal with the stoichiometry. I am writing directly here. You can write it down by the unitary method also, isn't it? It's up to you. It's your choice. Just to save the time also I write it this. Yes or no? Then next question, please. Section B, next question. Sorry, part 2, next question. Part 2, section B, see what? Preetham is saying that, ma'am, I missed 2 weeks complete classes. I have so much incomplete. What will happen if last, take the notes from your friend, better to complete the notes or watch the recording. C6, no, before C6 there is B3 and B4 also. B3 is what? A compound possesses 8% sulfur by mass. If 8% sulfur by mass is there, they are saying the least molecular mass I can have in that particular compound. Yes. How to solve this question? A very good question. Many times students are having doubt in this. This main particular question only. Can I say the percentage of the particular sulfur will be equal to weight of sulfur divided by molecular weight of compound into 100? Same doubt you are asking, which I have already told you in the particular previous question. Percentage of sulfur is how much? 8%. 8%. Sulfur का weight कितना होता है? 32. Molecular weight you have to calculate into 100. You will get the answer. This is not a chemistry question. This is a math question. They are giving some percentage. You have to calculate the weight. Just apply the percentage formula and you will get the answer. And this particular question or this particular formula I have given you in the percentage yield also. Roshan, is it clear now? Please tell me fast. B4 is also having a doubt. B4 is also again the same. B4 is also the same concept. Cartesian is a molecular substance containing 21 atoms per molecule. The mass percentage of carbon in the Cartesian is 69.98. Okay. If this is the particular one, okay. So let me solve it here. Can I say the mass percentage of carbon in Cartesian is equal to weight of carbon divided by total molecular weight of Cartesian? Yes or no? Can I say yes? Yes or no? Percentage is given. Weight of into 100. Yes, for sure into 100 will be there. Now can I say 69.98 is equal to weight of carbon is 12, but total 21 carbon. So you have to take 21 also by molecular weight into 100, calculate the mass, you will get the answer. Okay. Preetham, you are saying, ma'am, I have my friend notes, I'll complete them, but what happens if I miss classes? Preetham, if you are missing the mole concept classes, then you can suffer in future. But if you are missing the atomic structure classes, then it is okay. Mole concept classes, you once see the recording. Only 2-3 classes are there. Okay. Next doubt, please. See, what was the doubt another student was asking? Another doubt in section C. Chalo. Another doubt in section C. Section D. Are any doubt? C, D. Any doubt in section C or D? No. Exercise what? C6. C6. Before C6 there is C5 also. C5 is a very good question. Mark it important. Mark it important. C5 is polythene wala question na? Isn't it, Vamsi? Polythene wala question is there in a C5. Yes. In the particular this question, they are saying that 100 gram of ethylene polymerizes entirely to polythene. The weight of polythene formed as per the equation. The equation is given to you, NC2H4 will give you CH2 N times, right? 100 gram of ethylene means 100 gram of it is giving us this particular compound. Okay, apply the weight. We have to calculate the weight of this polythene. Yes, this is ethylene, this is polythene. Now what you have to do, calculate the moles. C2H4 ka molecular weight is what? C2H4 ka 24, 28. Can I say from this N mole is giving 1 mole? Isn't it? Then 100 by 28 will give you 1 by N into 100 by 28. But this is N times. So 1 mole means what? 1 mole means N times of given weight by molecular weight. So that this N and N will be cancelled. Isn't it? Are you getting it how I am saying it? I am saying N times of it. I am repeating. If N mole of C2H4 give you 1 mole, actually 1 mole contain N units ka mass. Yes or no? 1 mole contain because there are N units na. Yes or no? Array CH2 N times it is. What does it mean? CH2 N times it is attaching. Then only it will become polymer. Polymer is joined by the long chain. Yes. So can I say from here that even if you can calculate and apply the mass-mass conversion also, no need to apply the mole-mole. Simply you can say it from here that NC2H4 will give you CH2N. If N units of it is giving 1 mole, so 100 gram will give it 100 N. Are yes or no? But it is for N that is equal to 1 by N, unitary method, again 100 gram. Vamsi, is it clear to you still or not? Still having doubt, then you can ask me. If there is a doubt, you can ask me. Cleared. He's saying that it is cleared. Next doubt, please tell me fast. Next doubt, C6. C6, where it is. Why you cannot calculate this particular question? Though it is a good question anyways, I am solving it. There is an alkaline earth metal. If when it will give the nitride, when it will react with the what? Acha, you actually, this particular question will be more solved when you have a bit knowledge of inorganic chemistry. Anyways, it's completely fine. So how to make the reaction for this particular question? Whatever the compound it is forming, when this particular compound is reacting with the nitrogen, then only it will give the nitride, isn't it? And it will form M3N2. Why? Why it is forming the M3N2? Because it is an alkaline earth metal. So valency will be 2 na. So and nitrogen may it will actually nitride contain 3 minus. So crisscross karenge to you will get M3N2. Now balance it and solve the question. Only equation was the difficulty in this question. Crisscrossing method in the 10th class you studied, na? And N3 minus is nitride. If you, nitride you will study in the particular inorganic chemistry. Okay. That's why you can remember this reaction as of now. Okay, students. Any other doubt is remaining? Roshan, it is clear to you or not? What about other student? Any other doubt is remaining? Just ask me. Next doubt, ma'am, once explain C2. C2, okay. C2 mein what we are having? For the reaction of 2P plus Q will give you R, 8 mole of P and excess of Q. Give, if it 8 mole of P means Q is in excess, so who is limiting reagent? P na? Yes or no? If already they are giving in the question, they are shouting at you, that examiner is shouting at you at Are bhai, it is excess and it is limiting. So other will be limiting. You will solve according to this. 2 moles will give you 1 mole of air. So these are moles na, yeah. 8 moles will give you what? 1 by 2 into 8, 4 moles of R. Yes or no? Harshit, is it clear or not? Harshit, is it clear, understood to you or not? And section D, any doubt remaining? Section D. Section D, any doubt? No doubt? Exercise 2, part 1. Exercise 2, part 1. You haven't done it yet, na? I am damn sure. You haven't even started it. Yes? It's okay then. You please do the question from the exercise 2 as well. Whatever that question till POAC you can do. That's it for today. Thank you so much. You all can leave the class. I guess I lost my net connection. Yes, I was asking to the, yes. Any, I guess other doubts are not remaining. All of you can leave the class, okay? Isn't it? Yeah, bache, Vamsi, it will be there. Yes, it is there, bacha. POC will come. Okay? POAC will come. Yes. POAC will come in the test. If there is a doubt, you can ask. If others don't have doubt, they can leave the class. That's it. Nagesh sir, can you please make me the host or end the class by yourself? Nagesh sir. So, okay, you can leave the class.